Don't forget to subscribe and also like the Auto 7 channel, and thank you for subscribing and liking.
Ferrari has a rich history of echingly beautiful supercars and trophy-winning race cars, and the Italian automaker isn't afraid to use its storied past to create new, bedroom poster-worthy supercars. The 2024 Daytona SP3 is a perfect example. The third model in Ferrari's Icona series of limited production specialty models draws inspiration from the three Ferrari 330 P4 race cars that nabbed the first, second, and third spots at the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona, while the Daytona SP3's underpinnings are derived from the 2015 LaFerrari Aperta. The SP3 trades that car's hard angles for more voluptuous curves. The SP3 works in retro styling cues with a wraparound windshield, and a series of horizontal strakes across the rear that recall the venting on the original P4. The wide and low-slung Daytona SP3 also brings its old-school mentality to the powertrain, a naturally aspirated V12 swiped from the 812 Competizione and bumped up to 829 horsepower. With a 9,500 RPM redline, the shriek of the 6.5-litre engine makes the Daytona SP3 among the most thrilling vehicles for rocketing down a curvy road, that is, if the few lucky owners ever decide to take this automotive work of art of its presumably climate-controlled garage. Only 599 units are being built. The Daytona SP3 enters the 2024 model year with zero changes. The Daytona SP3 is already sold out, and of the 599 cars being assembled, 499 of them have been sold to owners who already purchased one of the previous Icona series cars. Not surprisingly for a limited production hypercar, the SP3 is highly customizable. It's offered in a wide array of colors, but is a Ferrari really a Ferrari if it's not painted red? The color palette can be accented by two different racing stripe liveries, and there are also a variety of wheel finishes and brake caliper colors. The interior can also be personalized with a choice of leather or suede seats, and a plethora of color options. The Daytona SP3 is propelled by the most powerful combustion engine ever used in a Ferrari road car. A naturally aspirated 6.5-litre V12 motor borrowed from the 812 Competizione that has been boosted by 10 ponies for a total of 829 horsepower. The V12, which revs to 9,500 rounds per minute, also produces a healthy 514 pound-feet of torque, and the engine's output is routed to the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. The monocoque tub and body panels are fashioned from lightweight carbon fiber. Ferrari claims a dry weight of 3,275 pounds for the SP3. Given its weight-to-power ratio, it should have no trouble hitting 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds despite power going only to the rear wheels. 100 miles per hour should arrive in less than 6 as the SP3 blasts towards its claimed 211 mph top speed. On our first drive, we found the handling to be delightful and engaging. The steering is lightly weighted, and allows you to pilot the car one-handed while cruising around town, but still is communicative enough to inspire confidence when the roads get curvy. The EPA has rated the Daytona SP3 at 12 mpg in the city, and 16 mpg on the highway for a combined rating of 13 mpg. Given that its 829 horsepower comes from a massive 6.5-litre V12, we're not surprised by the dreadful gas mileage. And we also predict absolutely no one will care. If you can afford to spend the $2.2 million it takes to own an SP3, you probably won't notice the fuel bill when one of your assistants brings you the receipts. For more information about the Daytona SP3's fuel economy, the SP3's interior design is similar to most modern Ferraris, with its dashboard and 2 seats covered in a microfiber suede or leather and a digital gauge cluster and user interface borrowed from the SF90. The seats in the Daytona SP3 are fixed. Buyers can choose from 3 sizes and seatback angles, but the pedal box slides forward and back, allowing the driver to find the most comfortable driving position. Passenger side legroom, however, is tight due to the packaging of the climate control system, so taller right seat riders may have to scrunch their legs to fit. The carbon fiber roof panel can be removed to provide an open-air experience, and better hear the shrieking V12 behind your head. There is essentially zero luggage space. A shallow tray under the front gable is only roomy enough to store a tool kit, and a fabric roof in case you get caught in a rainstorm while the carbon fiber panel is off. It cannot be stored in the car. The Daytona SP3 doesn't feature a main touchscreen on the center console, but there is a digital dashboard display behind the steering wheel that uses the same interface as the SF90. Some of the settings, like the climate control, are adjusted via touch-sensitive panels to the right of the steering wheel, while the rest of the functions are operated via buttons and switches on the wheel. The SP3 is equipped with Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay, with USB ports to connect your phone. The rearview mirror also serves as a display for the backup camera. The Daytona SP3 is bereft of the driver assistance features that proliferate in far cheaper, more mainstream transport. The SP3 is focused on engaging the driver with its sharp steering and howling V12. For more information about the Daytona SP3's crash test results, visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Ferrari offers limited and powertrain warranty coverage identical to that provided by Lamborghini. However, Ferrari one-ups its rival when it comes to complimentary scheduled maintenance. With Ferrari vehicles, you get 7 years of coverage. With Lamborghini vehicles, complimentary scheduled maintenance isn't offered.
Thank you for subscribing and liking the Auto 7 channel.